Welcome. This evening, we're going to talk about two heart-wrenching cold cases from Canada. This case is the Sharon Pryor murder in Montreal, Canada. Cool Saturday evening, March 29th, 1975. 16-year-old Sharon Pryor walked out of her home. She planned to head to Maria's Pizza restaurant 5 minutes away. Her boyfriend would be there, as well as lots of her friends from high school, as they did this almost every weekend. They would hang around, sip pop, listen to music, and laugh and talk like kids do. They were all friends doing what friends do on these days. The pretty blonde teen never made it there. She disappeared within 2 blocks of her home. 4 days later, her body was discovered in a beekeeper's field. She'd been raped, beaten, and strangled. Investigators believe she was held captive for 3 days before being murdered. It's been 45 years now, and the killer has never been caught. Mother still lives in the same house, and every day she thinks of her daughter. A stranger have taken Sharon, or was it someone she knew? Was it a neighbor, or was it an anonymous monster living in the area? Is he still alive? The unsolved murder case of Tammy Leakey. At about 8:45 on the evening of March 12, 1981, Tammy is sent to a local grocery store to buy milk for coffee, a block away at the corner of Liverpool and Colette Street. Tammy is excited to go on the promise that she can buy chocolate bars for her and her sister. At 9:20, Tammy hasn't returned. Betty Leakey and Bonnie Tapp are worried. Tapp proceeds to the store. The owner says that Tammy came in to buy milk and chocolate and left around 9:05. Walking back to the apartment, Tapp seen in a gutter a brown bag containing milk and a chocolate bar and Tammy's glasses in front of 2340 Ryder Street. Betty and Bonnie decided to canvass the neighborhood. At approximately 9:30, they knocked on the apartment door at 2340 Ryder Street, the home of Eve. Eve tells them that she had seen a man in a beige trench coat get out of a small red car and force a girl screaming and yelling into it. Approximately 10:45 on the same evening, March 12, 1981, 73-year-old Irwin Tate is driving along Lindsay Street when he noticed something in the field along the side of the road. What he first thought was rags is actually clothing. He stopped and discovered the body of a young child lying on her stomach with her arms stretched out. The body is still warm. The police are notified and Tammy Leakey is taken to General Hospital. At the hospital, she is pronounced dead on arrival. Cause of death, strangulation. The lead investigators on the case of the MCU police, the autopsy was performed by Teresa Soares under the assistance of Andrea Lutz. Tammy was strangled with a large rope or an electrical cord. Recovered at the scene were her blue jean jacket, which contained a chocolate bar in the pocket, pink underwear, white stockings, and one blue shoe. This case is still an open case. Who killed Christine Jessup? On October 3rd, 1984, 9-year-old Christine was dropped off by the bus at around 4 o'clock. Her parents weren't home. Her dad was working and her mom went to the store. Christine grabbed the mail and put her backpack and the mail on the kitchen counter and walked over to the store to buy some gum. That was the last time anyone saw her alive. Police quickly settled on a suspect, 23-year-old Guy Paul Morin, who lived next door. Neighbors said he was strange. Police agreed once they questioned him. A little over 2 months later, Christine's body was found in a field near Sumberland, 30 miles from Queensville. The girl had been sexually assaulted and stabbed multiple times. The killer had posed her body with her legs spread apart. She was naked, but for her sweater, with her remaining clothes piled by her feet. Police arrested Morin in April 1985. He had an alibi. His time card showed that he punched out of work around 3:32, the day Christine was murdered, and that he was at several locations, including a lottery ticket store, a grocery store, and a gas station. He arrived home around 5:30, and his parents and brother-in-law confirmed that he stayed there for the rest of the night. As a result, Morin was acquitted at his trial in 1986. The Crown appealed the verdict, blaming error for the acquittal. This was double jeopardy, but a new trial began in 1992. Morin was found guilty and was sentenced to life in prison. Unlike other child offenders, he wasn't segregated, but he was kept in general population. As a result, he was often beaten and raped. By 1995, forensic technology had advanced, and Morin's legal team tested the DNA against evidence from the crime scene. The test proved that certainly he was not the man who sexually assaulted and killed Christine Jessup. On January 23, 1995, Morin was formally acquitted of all charges and was released from prison. An inquiry revealed that Christine's parents had lied about when they arrived home to help build a case against Morin. The police were aware the parents had lied. The prosecutor had held evidence from the defense, and lab technicians had contaminated samples. Morin received compensation of $1.5 million. Police are no longer actively investigating. The case will only be reopened if they receive new information. Whatever happened to Michael Dunn? On Sunday, March 24th, in Victoria, British Columbia, Crystal Dunn and her husband Bruce loaded Michael and his 6-year-old sister, Caitlin, into the family vehicle and headed out to Crystal's flag football game. When the family arrived at the school, Michael asked his mom if he can go have fun at the playground, which was within view of the field. Crystal replied, "Okay, you can go to the park. Wait there. Don't leave with anybody. Just wait there, and Daddy will come and get you." Michael vanished within a mere moment while Crystal put on her cleats for the game, and Bruce, Michael's dad, checked the score on a previous game a short distance away. At 1 o'clock, police and countless volunteers were combing the area for Michael, desperate to try to find him. There was no trace of Michael was ever found. At this time of the disappearance, Michael was wearing a blue hooded jacket, a red-lined red cuffs, a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle t-shirt, multicolored rugby pants, blue sneakers. Michael has blonde hair and blue eyes. I want to thank everybody for watching my video. I know sometimes these cases are a little tough, even for me. They are, especially when you have young boys that are only 4, girls that are 12 that are murdered. It is very difficult. But I want to thank everybody for watching this and supporting me. If you liked my video, please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to turn on your notification. Give me a thumbs up. Again, I want everybody to stay safe out there. Please do social distancing and help your neighbor. Make sure you're washing your hands on a regular basis. Use sanitizer. And if you go someplace, please use the masks. So thank you, everybody. And you guys have a great evening. And I will be back in a couple of days with a new video.